or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over my holiday painting that I did for, well, the holidays. So before we get into that, I wanted just to do a little shout out to our winners of the Draw This in Your Style Challenge giveaway that I was hosting, and it was my very first time, and I was able to work with NRM Creations, Joyful Creations, and EuphoriaDesignsSD, who they provided the prizes for first, second, and third. So give them some love and check out their Instagrams. I'm going to put down below in the description. And let's give some shout outs to the first place, who is Antmorrisjr, who made a reel and a step-by-step process on how they drew this piece. And the step-by-step is on their Patreons. So go check them out. Second place is Artsykailah. Third place is Megumi-chan325. So give them some love. Their links are down in the description. Thank you guys so much for being a small, growing startup artist. I was really surprised to see how many people participated in this and seeing my OC character get drawn by your guys' style. And it just felt really nice. And thank you guys so much for the support and for the love that you guys were able to share. Let's get into this painting. Now, before I started this, I asked you guys on Instagram what I should be drawing in this holiday portrait. And your guys' answers on my Instagram was almost similar to one another. So I just took ideas from each and every one of you guys, mashed them together, and came out with some sketches that I had you guys pick and vote for the final piece. And you guys picked the one I honestly wanted to do. I did like the first one, but the second and third was what I wanted to do. I did say I was going to paint this like traditional painting, but as I was painting and I got the camera ready and everything, I just kind of wasn't feeling it. I felt like I was rushed, and since I'm not 100% comfortable painting traditionally, because I just started getting back into it, I thought I wasn't going to continue this piece anymore, and so I moved it from traditional to digital, and maybe next year in the future I will do a traditional painting after I practice a few more times. And yeah, sorry about that, guys. That will be in a future episode. I did try to do a different style by using a different brush, and that brush was more fuzzy, kind of gave me a teddy bear for old school children book vibe. But as I was working on it, I didn't like how the coloring, especially my way of coloring, was looking like on the line art, and I wasn't into it, so I just scrapped that idea and just appreciated that I did try something else and realized, hey, this is not for me. So I went back to my clean art style, which, like, by the way, guys, I think I got my stride for my style, and let me tell you why. I was able to really focus on my new art style that I've been telling you guys about since the beginning of my channel, and I was able to focus on the way I sketch stuff, how I outline, color, shade, and even highlight. I felt more comfortable with this drawing and excited. I haven't felt this in a long time. I just felt like this was what I wanted to strive for. This is the style that fit me as an artist. And I was so excited to finish this piece. It only took me less than 2 days, which I was very shocked because it's been taking me a while to finish pieces. But I just felt in my comfort zone, like in my zone of art. And I cannot wait to see how this is applied to my future pieces, because I am getting an understanding of what I want to be drawing and how I want to be drawing it. And it's finally clicking to me, and I'm just getting this rush of like joy and everything. And not just because of the holidays, because I finally found how I want to start doing my pieces, how I want to be as an artist, and how I will be defining myself to you guys, and to mostly myself. It's been a struggle to figure out exactly what I've been wanting to do as an artist and what's the style that I want to go for, and I've been trying different styles for the past 2 years, and I feel like this piece solidified what I wanted to finally be doing and what the art style I want. And I just cannot wait, and I am just so excited that I finally was able to get there, and this piece helped me a lot. And I know I wanted to do this traditionally, but I think it was a sign to move back to digitally and understand what I want to do and apply it to everything I draw. And I'm hoping, and I'm gonna try to do this in my paintings traditionally and see if that kind of works the same. I feel like I finally know who I am as an artist. Now on to another topic, the holidays and what I do during these times. Well, during the holidays, I like to try to support small businesses before trying to buy on Amazon, Target, Walmart, or anything big chain-wise. 80% of my presents to family and friends are either from Etsy or I make it myself. And especially being a Etsy creator, I make the magical mouse headbands that you guys see during the giveaway. Those are good examples of the ears I kind of make. I make like concha mouse headbands, I make donut mouse headbands, R2D2, BB8, etc. My Etsy is down below if you guys are interested in seeing what they are. But during these holidays, I was able to get sales that helped me financially, and it made me very appreciative and humble that you guys would consider my shop instead of going somewhere else or buying it from Disney themselves or anything. If you are here and you bought a pair, thank you very much for your support, and hope you guys come back again, because I shared at Etsy with my friend who crocheted birds, cool stuff. You guys have to go on our Etsy and check out all the things that we have so you guys can see for yourself what these cool things are. But I like to support small businesses because people were able to support me, a small business, in a way. And I just think it's more meaningful when you get it from someone who makes it by hand. And this is just my opinion. And I just appreciate every Etsy creator out there who has been very patient with me, especially trying to customize presents and everything. Just thank you so much. You guys should go out there and support them. Also during the holidays, I try to do acts of kindness. I do this throughout the year, but during the holidays, I have to set goals every week. And so sometimes I'll buy someone's food behind me if I'm going through a drive-through, or if I am, and usually that would be like a coffee shop that has a drive-through, and I would order their coffee, or I will buy their coffee, not order, buy their coffee. And every year I do with a bunch of friends, I adopt a family, and it's something that you go through a program where they sign you a family that's going through some hardships or cannot work at the moment, and the whole family kind of makes a list for the children of what they want, and they give it to us, and we assign each other who's going to buy what. And 2 weeks or a week before Christmas, we drop it off at the, if we can drive to the person's home, we drive it and drop them off, or we do it through the organization that takes it and drops it off for them. And they'll usually sometimes send you a letter saying thank you so much, or just thank yous. And it's always heartwarming to do these kind of activities. But also remember, during these times where we have to be selfless, remember to also take time for your self-care and to not stretch yourself out too much. I know it's not easy for everyone because our families are different, and sometimes we are different personality-wise. But just remember, you need to make time for yourself during the holidays so you can also enjoy it. If you really love these times, make sure you make time to appreciate it yourself and take some self-care days. Spend some time with family members and not worry about anything else. And by the way, before this video ends, I just want to say I enjoyed drawing the gingerbread so much because gingerbread cookies are my favorite. And thank you guys so much for giving me this idea. A lot of you guys were saying gingerbread. It did help that a lot of my friends were the ones who were saying gingerbread cookies because I am just in love with gingerbread. So thank you guys for suggesting that. And there you have it, my holiday portrait of 2021. Thank you guys for taking the time to view this. And if you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more notifications. Check out the links in the descriptions to the artists that I mentioned earlier, and of course my Insta as well. And have a wonderful holiday, whatever you celebrate. Have fun. Be safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!